Hello, everybody. It's Joe Ditzel. We're back with another vlog. Hey, how are you doing? I hope everything is good in your world. Come along with me on this bike ride along the Alum Creek Trail. I was riding from downtown Columbus to the Easton Town Shopping Center, 10.9 miles, according to Google. And for a good portion of it, I rode along this gorgeous bike trail called the Alum Creek Trail. Hey, let's talk football for a second. First of all, let's look at some results because that will be pertinent to my story. First of all, my Ohio University Bobcats, my alma mater, beat the Kansas Jayhawks 37-21. Go Bobcats. The Buckeyes beat Tulsa 48-3. Interestingly enough, it was tied after the first quarter, but that was the end of the scoring for the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes because they only scored 3 points in the first quarter, and that was it. The Buckeyes then ransacked the house 48-3, and the Michigan Wolverines, of course, the Buckeyes' main rival, they beat the University of Central Florida Knights 51-14. So keep that in mind because I want to talk about this story it reminded me of. These games reminded me of last year in Michigan. This is in July, I think, of last year. These two separate couples were riding the Jet Express, which is a boat that you can ride. And these two different couples, one couple were Ohio State fans, the other couple were Michigan fans. So they start talking, which eventually escalates into an argument, which eventually escalates into the two women pulling each other's hair. And to defend their women, of course, the men jump in and they start throwing punches. They start swinging. This is not funny. This is not funny. I should be laughing. You can't be getting into fisticuffs. But what started out as probably, I'm guessing, some mild comments about the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry and who's better quickly escalated into a hair-pulling, roundhouse swinging melee. Now, here's my question. How come it's always football, maybe hockey, but usually football. How come you never hear about fans getting into hair-pulling, fisticuff wielding melees about the college debate team? or the maybe that's happened. If that's ever happened, somebody let me know because I want to hear that story. Or the badminton team, right? Or field hockey. It just doesn't happen where people let's say I don't know this story. So I'm not casting aspersions, but my guess is the people involved in this story had a few cocktails on the boat. But you never hear about drunken melees because of the rivalry of the college field hockey teams. Football just garners that emotion, right? It just runs deep. People's allegiance to their teams, especially if they went to that college or live in that city, runs deep. So the guy that runs the Jet Express boat service told the press, told the news media that he wasn't shocked, or he gave that impression that he wasn't shocked. He's like, well, people get passionate about their teams. We take a lot of different people on the boat. This particular scenario happened in the early morning hours. So he said, I, I think there were a few drinks involved. Yeah, it's a pretty good guess. Folks, I just had to share that story with you. That's the end of this vlog as we enjoy the Alum Creek Trail. Uh, I hope you're having a good day, and until the next vlog, we'll see you then.